Why can't Jake Paul just stay out of trouble for like a couple months? So amongst all the chaos of this week, between Kanye West's very public breakdown and Jeffree Star's shoddy apology, which really does enforce the idea that he is a lizard person without empathy, hiding in human skin. No one seems to have noticed Jake Paul doing yet another immoral and hypocritical thing only 4 weeks after his last incident. Or maybe people have noticed it and it just happens so commonly that people have stopped caring. Another day is just another train wreck from the Team 10 house. Jake Paul was called out by the mayor of Calabasas for throwing a massive party where maskless influencers swung from heavy machinery. So, heavy machinery, yeah? Were you preemptively digging your own grave for partygoers that inevitably contracted COVID? At least they're being responsible enough to think about where the bodies will go, I guess. But as you can see, social media influencers at it again, in their natural habitat. It really is like they can't live for 2 seconds without the attention being directly on them. It's so ridiculously disconnected from reality too. Like when I watch clips of this, it doesn't feel like something that's actually happening, it feels like something that's only present in some kind of fever dream-like scenario. My sleep paralysis demon is Jake Paul flexing a ridiculous amount of money on me, whilst endangering all of his friends and family members. Because honestly, that's just his brand at this point.
You're just a nightmare.
That's right. No one can prove I was ever here.
Who are you?
You don't remember.
Ayo, I'm Jake Paul from Bizarre Vark.
Some other influencers of note that attended this party. I say of note as if I know who any of these people are, other than Tana Mongeau. Probably because I tend to avoid the masochistic task of looking at Instagram, especially the part of Instagram that's filled with, well, this.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I love watching other people having fun without me and doing what I assume is copious amounts of drugs. I really enjoy that. Anyway, as I was saying before I went off on that tangent, some influencers that were involved in this party include Tana Mongeau, which, of course, I would not expect anything less from her. She seems to be attracted to controversy like moth to a flame, or, I would say in this case, beauty influencers to Botox. Then there's also Bryce Hall, who I guess dances on TikTok or something? I don't fucking know, I'm not on straight TikTok. I just don't have those sick moves like Madison Pay. Or whatever her name is. And of course there was the brave influencer that drove the digger, Arman Azadi, or I guess Azadi Armani, as he's known on Instagram. Despite him having 1.1 million followers, I've never heard of the guy. And the only reason I bring him up is because only days after this party, he's visiting his sick mother in hospital. Call someone you love now, says the full-time disease vector. Coming from his mouth, it sounds more like a threat than anything inspirational.
Call someone you love now. Are you sure that they're safe?
At this point, mate, I'd just dress up as the Grim Reaper, honestly. At least that would warn people of the consequences of interacting with you. And I know I talked about this a little bit before, but really, who brings an excavator to a party? I can't think of a single circumstance where I'm planning a house party. Well, I could finish it there. I couldn't think of a single circumstance where I'm planning a house party. I have no friends. But I just couldn't think of a single circumstance in my life where an excavator could make it better. Unless I guess I really like digging. And I guess Jake does like digging because he's really digging himself into a hole with this one. Oh, fuck, I'm not funny. And to really just prove, just hammer it home how little these people's words mean, here's a clip of them clapping for healthcare professionals.
We're clapping our hands for healthcare workers and first responders worldwide. We wanted to say thank you so much for all the hard work you're doing, and everyone around the world joining. Thank you.
To be fair to them, they did partner up with a CDC charity. But that does seem just a little bit virtue signaling when you're also having parties. It'd be a little bit like if I literally killed somebody, killed them and put them in the mud, then said, oh, it's fine because I gave money to the family. I somehow don't believe that one cancels the other out. And if you look at Jake Paul's vlogs over the past week, I guess you could also extend it to a few weeks if you count just meeting up with other people, but he's been partying for at least a week before the media picked up on it. I mean, if you look at this vlog, I'm single and I hate Logan Paul, which could be the title of any single one of this man's vlogs, if I'm honest. There's literally a 40-second montage of him on his private yacht partying with his friends. Morals aside, that is the most obnoxiously LA thing I think I've ever seen in my life. All you need to add is bootleg Botox injections and you've really got yourself a snapshot of rich LA life. And I know what he's trying to do, right? He's trying to flex all his money on me, right? Haha, you're poor. I have $30,000 worth of fireworks. But money can't save you from COVID-19. In the same vlog, by the way, he suddenly cuts to a deep conversation with his brother about how he feels lonely and that he'll never find love because no one finds love in Hollywood, which, first of all, I might have whiplash from how suddenly the mood changed there. And secondly, it might just be you, my dude. I think behaving in a way that shows a blatant lack of regard for other people might be a turn-off for some people. Just a hot take on the Taste channel. Of course, I know what you might say if you're watching this as a Jake Paul fan, which, by the way, if you are a Jake Paul fan, I feel like you might be in the wrong place, this might not be the channel for you. But you might be saying, oh well, other influencers are doing it. And yes, that's exactly the problem. Only this Wednesday, there was another party in LA that all of the influencers went to, including James Charles, Charlie D'Amelio, and once again, of course, Tana Mongeau. Please, just take a break for one day. But this is sort of what I'm trying to get at here. Every single LA influencer seems to think that they are immortal. Part of me actually wonders if the dances they do on TikTok actually serve an ulterior purpose. Maybe it's some kind of black magic ritual that protects them from pestilence. I don't know. Either way, LA influencers getting exceedingly brave. Turns out all these social gatherings were just for a music video.
Try this.
So Jake, when you fighting KSI?
Shit, I don't know. Whenever he stops playing FIFA.
He tried to DM.
Ew. Girl, same. But I heard it was like this.
Tell me right now, say it directly to my face that this does not look like Super Seducer. I'm really not sure how he's struggling to find love with bars like this.
And she gon' say it's love, but she know I want the sex, bitch. Don't you dare leave a hickey on my neck.
So you're telling me just basically that this whole thing was just a precursor to a KSI versus Jake Paul fight. Good. When did boxing get so heavily ingrained in YouTube culture? I really don't understand it. How did we get from stupid song parodies and racist skits to public boxing matches? It's getting more and more violent. Soon, we're going to skip the boxing matches altogether and drama channels will just jump straight to the executions. Soon, Spill Sesh will just be a live leak style channel where we guillotine anybody who's displeased the public. Can we get an F in chat for Jeffree Star? So that's it. That's all I really have to say. I don't really want to draw this out any longer than it has to be. Maybe I would if I was monetized, but sadly, I'm irrelevant. I could be relevant though, if you maybe liked and subscribed. Also comment, because otherwise I'll break your kneecaps. Two important things I'm going to end the video on. One, I'm changing my upload schedule to every Sunday to take some pressure off of me. And two, I'm going to be taking this week off because work is really heavy going right now. So sorry to maybe the 10 people that regularly watch me. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great week. Bye.